So I thought the right decision last night was to make the vlog early in case an announcement was announced. And at 11 something, about half 11ish last night, an announcement was made and Pep Clotet walked. Now, I think Pep made the right decision for both him and the club here. I feel Pep should have gone weeks and weeks ago. I have said it multiple times in my vlog that Pep needed to go. I've said it multiple times on Twitter that Pep needed to go. But now he is gone, we have time to reflect. We have time to look back on what has happened in the last couple of years with Pep in charge, and when Pep was assistant, and also when Pep was temporary, permanent, caretaker, head coach, whatever his title was. Looking back over the past 2 years with Pep involved in the club has been falling down, and it's not fully Pep's fault. There's multiple other people at the club who need to go before, in my eyes, we can become anything like successful again. Before we can become a challengeable team to go up, before we can become hopeful of anything other than a relegation battle or mid-table. It's a disappointment, but someone like Dong Ren needs to go. TTA need to go. Pep, for me, is just the start of what needs to happen. Pep needed to go as he was the yes man. He was the yes man to Dong Ren, which was a massive pity because what we needed was someone with a strong backbone who said no. We needed someone who would be different, someone who would challenge them on their decisions, challenge them and force them into making different decisions than they wanted to. I will just move over here. We're just having a little bit of a rain. So back to my pre-sacked Clotet position. But yeah, for me, Pep should have gone up to 5 games ago, possibly pre-lockdown even. He could have gone, and many others feel the same way. But let's be honest, 4 games to go. We are a team in dire form that could very easily, within the next couple of games, be in a relegation place. Had we not had things such as Wigan having a 12-point deduction, that they are appealing, so they may not have a 12-point deduction. It might be less, it might be the same, it might be none. Sheffield Wednesday being on the edge of possible points deductions. Hull having a dreadful run of form and being all over the shot and don't look like they're the kind of team that will push past the points totals. But if we didn't have all this, for me, we would be in a serious relegation battle by this point. We had a decent middle season where we had got some points here and there. We'd pressured a bit. We'd pushed up at the table a bit. We'd moved to what was February. It's safe. No. This is mass proof that you are never safe in February when you are a team in mid-table. You can very easily go from mid-table to top of the league or mid-table to bottom of it very quickly. And the downfall of us was massively Clotet. A man who made the wrong decisions. He started a team that you wanted and then completely changed it at one point, and it was like, oh no. Such as the last couple of games has just summed it up for me. Bringing on Jude for a striker was a bad decision. Bringing on Harley Dean with 10 to go, or however much it was to go in the game before. Not making any subs when you're 3-0 down. Just, those are the kind of things that really annoy you. And then he brings a player off the bench in his last game before he packs it in. And I think he knew he was going to pack him. I think he knew he was gone because he didn't look overly bothered. And when he brought Reid off the bench, to me, something sparked. I thought, after the last, 4 weeks of you saying, we don't have forward options, we can't use the youth players, we don't have forward options, we don't have senior enough forward options. He then brings one on. It gave me a thought of, he's trying to use youth players here. This is different to what he's been saying for the past few weeks. This is different to what he should have. This is exactly what he should have done a couple of games ago when we were 3-0 down. Exactly what he should have done when we were losing our other games. Now, this is a big decision that is coming up for the club. The next manager. Now, we've obviously had the links with everyone going from Steven Gerrard to Lee Carsley. Earlier today, the people who normally get these kind of things right, We Are Birmingham, tweeted out saying that Blues were looking at a temporary head coach, which sounded like they're looking for someone for the last 4 games of the season in reality. And they weren't at the club. So basically they were saying, no, it isn't Craig Gardner. No, it's not Paul Robinson. Who I could say there is 3 names that spring to mind would be Mick McCarthy, Sam Allardyce and Lee Carsley. Now, I would say the best of a bad bunch would be Lee Carsley. Sam Allardyce is a possible name out there. Mick McCarthy is a possible name out there. There is multiple names out there. But it's one of those, is someone coming in, happily taking 4 matches and trying to prove themselves for next season? Or is this coming in, accepting a big paycheck, 4 games, saying, I'll keep you up. Give me 4 games, I'll keep you up. Give me a decent paycheck and I'll be off at the end of the season. Now, I'm not sure 4 games at the end of a season like this is the best thing to go off for anyone. You could get in Pep Guardiola or Jose Mourinho or Mauricio Pochettino and he would struggle with this team at the moment. They're downhearted. They've not been playing for the shirt. They've not been playing for the manager because I'm not too sure they wanted the manager to stay for any longer. And knowing that he was leaving at the end of the season, why bother playing for him? It's one of those. But hopefully we can have a new manager who comes in and does something. You've got the names such as Robbie Fowler in the mix. The Steven Gerrards are in the mix. Steven Gerrard being the same price as Craig Gardner to be the next manager. You can be optimistic or you can be realistic. You've got your Bowyer, you've got your Carsley and you've got your Fowler. You've got your Fowler, who's a big name, and you've got your Bowyer and your Carsley, who are ex-players. Carsley, who has been that temporary manager before, didn't want the job at the time, rejected it twice, and I feel like may have made a mistake in that position. And you never know, might take us up on it for 4 matches. Bowyer, I can't see him leaving Charlton until the end of the season. I just can't. What he's done with them, I don't feel like he's the type of guy who's going to shit on a team in reality and leave them just as they're trying to get out of a relegation battle themselves, pushing themselves out of a relegation battle, getting to enjoy that end of the season and successfully positioning themselves. I can't see him being that type of guy. Now you've got Fowler, who... Fowler is not overly experienced. He's experienced in Australian football, I think it might have been. I'm not sure what it was before. And he took a team from 9th to 4th and didn't spend a lot of money. Now, he comes back into the country and resigns from his job with his other club just as links start appearing. you don't know. No one knows. But the rumours of a outside of Blues manager for the last 4 games are probably quite realistic, because I can't see Gardner or Robinson wanting to put themselves in this, but I could be wrong. Who knows? My choice would probably be Carsley. I would want a big name, but what sort of big name's going to throw themselves into the hat of this position without a really big paycheck? And I can't see our board paying them a really big paycheck at this point. Who knows though? So put your thoughts down below on the sacking of Pep Clotet and the other things, such as who's favourite for the job and in Fowler, and who you would want for the job, and your opinions on those managers. So put them all down below in the comment section. Leave a like, leave a subscription. That'd be great. Keep right on. See you when we possibly get a new manager before Sunday. If not, see you pre-match prediction versus Stoke on Sunday. Keep right on.